Let me switch gears now and just talk a little bit about American grand strategy and tie it to that global balance of power. For the United States of America, there are three areas that you fight and die for, where you expend blood and iron. Those three areas of the world are Europe, East Asia, and the Persian Gulf. You care about Europe and you care about East Asia because that's where the great powers are. And if you're the United States of America and you're a great power, you care about the other great powers. The Gulf is of great interest to the United States and other countries on the planet simply because it has oil. And oil is a very special resource. And the United States does not want any country controlling all of the oil in the Persian Gulf. So the United States has a deep-seated interest in maintaining a balance of power in the Persian Gulf. Now, we have these three areas of the world, East Asia, Europe, and the Gulf. Historically, the United States has cared the most about Europe. Europe has been historically much more important than East Asia. And that's because the most powerful great powers on the planet have been located mainly in Europe. Nazi Germany was a much greater threat than Imperial Japan. The Soviet Union, which spanned Europe and Asia, had most of its military might concentrated in Europe. So we have long had a Europe first policy. That changed after 2017. For the first time in American history, East Asia is the most important area of the world for us. Why is that the case? One very simple reason. Who's the peer competitor out there? It's not Germany, it's not Russia, it's China. Where is China located? It's located in East Asia. Therefore, East Asia is the most important area of the world. And what I'm telling you is that the United States should pivot, right, to East Asia and not get bogged down in Europe. The Russians don't matter that much. They're not a threat to dominate Europe. And the Persian Gulf does not have a potential hegemon sitting in that region. There's no one country that's going to take over all the oil. So we're, in an ideal world, free to pivot. But we've not fully pivoted. And what I'm telling you, and I'm going to lay this out in more detail, is we are going to get more deeply involved in Ukraine and in the Middle East than we already are. And in both cases, the problem is not going to go away. The situation regarding Ukraine and Russia is going to get worse with time for us, and the Israeli-Palestinian conflict and the problems in the Middle East are going to get worse as well. Darkness ahead in both regions. And what does that mean? It means it's difficult to pivot.